thought you were ready to top yourself over your job.
Off with one life and on with the next. Old doesn't mean dead, you know.
Oh, I've just been chatting with a new pupil. One of your old girlfriends? The gossip here when you're not expecting it.
Now we have a new pupil joining us in economics for the remaining 2 terms. I trust you'll make her feel welcome, help her if she needs to catch up.
Not if she's a dog.
Yes, this is the right room. Come in. This is Marjorie Nielsen. Don't worry, most of them are quite harmless.
Hi, Madge.
Hi, Rachel. Bet you're surprised to see me here.
Take a seat. Accommodation seems to be available next to Harrison over there.
Oh, that's lovely. Nick and I are friends. We live together. I mean, I'm staying at his house.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Hello, Charlotte.
Lovely to see you, Mrs. Nielsen. You've made next day, hasn't you, Nick?
All right, everyone. Eyes front. Nick, you can do the social niceties at break.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Michael.
Ideal. That's an Australian concern.
Yes, but don't hold that against us. Shortland Street is our first venture into the New Zealand market.
Still doesn't explain what you're doing behind my desk.
I've been acting medical director in your absence.
Really?
Dr. Ropater has returned to the shop floor, as it were. I expect you'll have a few questions.
Well, you could start by explaining the Mardi Gras downstairs.
I admit you've caught us a bit on the hop today. I can assure you I'll be dealing with that silly fuss shortly.
Believe me, Michael, the protest and reception is the least of our worries.
Here, here.
We have a new administration, and they have interfered with routine practice at every level, from what we prescribe to who we refer the patients to.
And we've had post-op protocols changed with no warning and no flexibility. Patients have had just enough time to wake up before they've been handed the bill and kicked out the door.
It's all consumer throughput and fast turnaround surgery.
We're talking a lower standard of care in favour of the quick
Whoa,
bucks.
whoa. Yes, it's clear that a lot has happened and that you've got some concerns.
Some.
But if you don't mind, I would like to talk to Dr. Gill in private.
What can you tell me about this principle, Miss Olsen?
In the simplest model, a worker's labour reaps additional utility but diminishing marginal utility. Each extra hour of work involves increased marginal disutility and smaller increments of reward.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Nick. What happened to market equilibrium?
Try listening.
Right, who can tell me more about this model?
Marginal utility.
Come on, don't be shy. The sooner we do this, the sooner we can...
Efficient ordering of scarce resources cannot be attained unless you look at marginal cost. Are you with that?
I think so.
And marginal utility offsets rising marginal cost.
Would you care to share that with all of us, Harrison?
I was just filling in some of the background for Marge.
Sorry, Mr. Ormrod. Nick was just explaining to me this marginal utility thingy. I should have left it till after class.
But Nick is only too happy to help out an old chum.
Yes, he's always been like that.
I'm sure he has. Now, perhaps, Nick, you'll give us all the benefit of your razor-sharp intellect. Come on. The law of diminishing return.
Company takeovers, a revolution brewing, and now picketing prostitutes. Working here gets more fun every day.
Oh, wait till they let the guinea pigs loose.
Yeah, well, this will stick it to ideal health. I hope you don't mind my asking, but how much are they actually paying you to be their poster girl?
I don't mind, 20,000.
Wow. I can see why you're turning a blind eye to the atrocities of the new regime.
I'm not turning a blind eye.
It looks to me like the patients are getting trampled over.
Mr. Turnbull, I think it is, Kirsten.
I'm sorry, honey hasn't turned up yet.
Well, he must be the only one.
Look, I know we're causing you a hassle, but if management get the point, we won't hang around.
Oh, no, look, as far as I'm concerned, you're more than welcome.
Oh, thanks, Doc. Now put yourself down for a 10% discount. Just kidding.
I've been examining 3 years, Kirsten.
Hi, guys, good on you. Hey, I know.
We shouldn't have a certain social worker to thank for this, do we?
I wish. No, it was all my own doing.
Oh, no, still no lust in the dust.
Acquitted on a technicality.
Eh?
The evidence wouldn't stand up in court.
But did he tell you?
Yeah, he finally squealed. And yes, the way is now clear for the wild thing, but it'll have to be tonight.
About time.
Tell me something I don't know. Hey, can I borrow your Katie Lang record?
What's your typing speed?
Using both fingers, about 8 words a minute.
What's up?
Sheriff McKenna has finally rode back into town.
Where is he?
Oh, he's in there sorting out Mr. Ideal Health. I would take great pleasure in seeing that man crawl back from where he came from.
I'll book the fumigators.
Looking forward to working with you, Michael. Let me go and sort out that silly nonsense in reception.
Jenny,
Michael.
how are you?
Oh, I don't think I've ever been so pleased to see you.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
So, did you have a great time? How's Alex?
Yeah, the trip was wonderful. Yeah, it did Alex the world of good here.
Michael, did you sort Gil out?
Full of ideas, isn't he?
Oh, it's not ideas he's full of.
Well, I'll suspend judgment till later.
What?
Ethan, fortunately, has agreed to stay on while I get the view from the shop floor.
You aren't just going to take over?
A few things to do first. I'm sure the clinic will survive without me until tomorrow, at least. Good to see you, Chris. I gotta go. Catch up with you later.
Why Ferndale? Why not a million other schools? Why not Trashford?
Chill out. I think it's pretty gutsy of Marge to come back to school. It's a shame she's got home.
Yeah, well, why my class and why the desk next to mine?
Good to see you not taking this too personally, Nick.
Well, it sucks. We're talking the ultimate embarrassment.
What about chaining yourself to a tree in the middle of a mangrove swamp?
That was political.
Or fainting in a chicken suit in public? That's far more embarrassing.
No way.
And this is the common room for 7th formers.
Oh, it's wonderful.
No, you're welcome here any time. It's a good place to study or just to get away. Just like Nick's doing over there.
Never had this in my day.
Well, prefect duty calls. Why not join your friends and enjoy? Well, Mrs. Nelson, what do you think of Ferndale so far?
Well, it's a whole new world. I'd forgotten what school was really like.
So why are you here anyway?
Well, I decided to take the plunge and do economics and accounting.
Then why didn't you warn me?
Well, as a matter of fact, I surprised myself. I rang up to make inquiries and they said I could start straight away, so I thought, why not give it a go and surprise you?
Well, couldn't you have done night school or something?
There's these split shifts. Perfect opportunity to retrain. Good idea, don't you think?
You've gatecrashed my whole life.
Why don't you tell them that yourself?
Because, Mrs. Harrison, I've got far better things to do with my time than stand around trying to shout down a rabble of whores.
And I haven't.
Just tell them, unless they leave reception immediately, I shall call the police and do them for trespass.
You think they'll be threatened by that? They'll probably just mill around outside.
Better out than in.
Maybe, but it's also a better photo opportunity.
All right. Tell them when they clear off now, I'll meet with a representative. One representative, tomorrow. Let me know their decision. Thank you.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, Bex.
Ooh, what a morning. Major MVA on the bridge. We had 2 spinals, stacks of minor injuries, and a cardiac arrest just to top it off.
Sounds like fun.
Well, then you should have seen the cardiac try to talk on his cell phone through the oxygen mask. Oh, should have been there.
It's all yours, mate.
We really could have used you, you know.
I bet you handled it just fine.
Are you serious about this resigning?
You better believe it. I'm in the entertainment business now.
But this is a real career you're ditching here.
Sam Malini is moving on up and moving on out.
Kirsty, can you make an appointment tomorrow with Dr. Gill for...
Cynthia.
Sure, Leslie.
Just Cynthia.
Okay, what time?
11 suit him?
I'm sure that'll be fine. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Oh, for goodness sake, Nick, give the old girl a break.
Well, you wouldn't like it. We've got to talk.
What's up?
Upstairs.
So, have you had your meeting with the head honcho yet?
Oh, he's playing for time, but I reckon we've got him running scared. He wouldn't lower himself to speak to us in person.
Oh, he's not famous for his people skills, our Ethan. So, when are you back?
Tomorrow morning, so I better make a special effort to look my best. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye, Carmen.
See ya.
Down, Rover.
This has been the longest, hardest day.
Look, it's only lunchtime. Worse, discipline is good for the soul.
Oh, it's funny. Cynthia said exactly the same thing.
But when I booked in for the operation, they said I'd stay in for a couple of days. Now you say I'll be going straight home.
I know, but your kind of surgery is a day surgery now. It's all explained in here.
But it's the same cost.
I'm sorry, it's the new policy.
What's the op?
Nose job.
A very unhappy nose job by the looks of it.
Well, who would want to stay in hospital if you don't have to?
Well, who'd want to pay the same price and be shown the door as soon as your eyes are open?
Yeah, but the brochure explains. I mean, if there's any complications, a bed is available. It's not like we wash our hands of them.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss Ideal Health.
Thank you very much, Ms. 20 grand.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, not at all. You just look after yourself, Kirsty. Pull up the ladder, I'm okay.
Yeah, let them eat lamingtons.
Yeah, well, not all of us have trust funds or win lotto, you know. Some of us have to earn our money. Jo, could you mind the desk for a few minutes?
Sure, I'm early. What was that all about, her contract?
Touchy.
Still, we shouldn't hassle about it. It is only a couple of thousand.
Well, who was hassling?
And it's 20 grand.
20.
How could she do this?
Do what to who?
She's turned up at Ferndale in 2 of my classes.
She's enrolled as an adult student.
Can you believe it?
I'm impressed. I knew she was giving Mum about something, but this is brilliant.
Oh, thanks for the sympathy and understanding. My whole life's falling apart and you think it's brilliant?
Of course I do. Takes a lot of courage to go back to school. If Michael hadn't turned up this morning, I'd be considering it myself.
Don't even joke about it.
Oh, cheer up, Nick. At least this way you've got a guaranteed date for the school ball.
Just ignore Ormrod and concentrate on the graphs.
Mum! I missed you.
Oh, sweetheart, how are you? Is everything all right?
Fine, how are you? How was the trip?
Fabulous on both counts. Hello, Marge.
Welcome home, Mrs. McKenna. Glad you had a lovely holiday.
Thank you.
Where's Dad?
At the clinic.
Same old Dad then. Thought you might have picked up a new one on duty free.
Don't worry, he's just popped in for a quick visit.
Yeah, right.
Trust me, your father is a changed man.
Well, why didn't you tell me you're on your way home? You might have caught me in mid-wickedness.
We didn't have time. Once your irresponsible parents had jumped ship, there was no stopping them. I mean, 2 days ago, we were in LA wondering what we'd do next, and suddenly we decided we were homesick, so here we are.
Well, what did you get me?
You'll love it when and if our luggage ever turns up. It's probably being mauled in Malawi or poured over in Poland as we speak.
I'll just go and pack a few things and head off.
Oh, you've been staying?
Well, Marge was staying with us in case we were feeling...
The girls were really sweet. I was feeling like a change of scenery, so Rachel invited me over. She's been a perfect hostess.
I hope she hasn't worn you out. You look a bit bushed.
Oh, all go, that's me.
Well, then I suggest we all relax. Make some tea?
That'd be lovely.
Stace, just give it a rest, eh?
Someone's got to do your thinking for you.
I came in, didn't I? And I've taken far worse knocks than last night. No problem.
Don't be such a macho dickhead. You've never blacked out for so long before. And you were talking total crap when you woke up.
The doc said it was okay.
I don't trust him.
Mitch, you guys been waiting for me? What, you been knocking him around a bit, Stacey?
He got KO'd last night, Dr. Ropata, and not by me.
It's no big deal.
Don't listen to him.
Well, I'll listen to both of you. Come on through.
Excuse me, Guy. You busy? Just making work for idle hands. But I wouldn't want you to think I'm dispensable. I think Shortland Street's in more need of a social worker now than ever, don't you?
What was the story with all the ladies in reception this morning?
I would have thought you, of all people, would be fully up to date there.
I'm sorry?
Weren't you in on Dr. Gill's little plot to can the sex workers' clinic?
No, I wasn't. Could you fill me in?
Well, it was an arbitrary decision. And those health visits the massage parlours work to treat.
Well, no offence to your social conscience, but what was in it for the clinic?
The nurses running the checks were giving free advice and not so free referrals. For a small group discount, the sex workers in need would seek their medical attention here.
Instead of elsewhere?
Bingo. Speak of the devil.
There you are, Paul. Can you spare half an hour?
I hear you're meeting with Cynthia tomorrow.
I suppose you think this obscene little protest is pretty funny.
Oh, not at all. But if it's got your attention, it's had the desired effect.
I've got patients. Decent, normal people, sickened by what's being paraded in front of them. There are children in their waiting room, for God's sake.
Come on, Dr. Gill, no one has been offended except you. They're not here to work, after all.
That is beside the point. Their lifestyle is sick and depraved and shouldn't be tolerated in decent society. And as for coming here trying to dictate clinic policy...
If you object to them being seen here, Ethan, wouldn't it make sense, good business sense, to have them treated in the community?
Well, I don't see why they should be treated at all.
Well, as a health professional, I'm sure you appreciate the benefits of treating STDs early. The previous system kept the sex workers healthy and provided us with a profit. Frankly, I think our best option here would be to reinstate the health visits.
And look like we've caved into a bunch of hookers?
On the contrary. Wouldn't it be good for our profile to be seen to be tackling a thorny social issue?
It would indeed.
And it would keep the clinic out of a messy media
All right. All right. Reinstate this system.
As of today?
As of today. Now, can we please get down to something genuinely important?
Well.
What year is it?
1994.
And your full name?
Clarence Ronald Mitchell.
Where are we now?
Shortland Street Clinic.
And who's the Prime Minister?
Old Peggy Muldoon. Whoops. Bolger. Hell, I don't know. I don't read the papers.
Thanks, Mitch, that's all.
Well, you were right to bring him in.
How is he then?
Well, the ultrasound scan shows what we call a localized cerebral hematoma.
A what?
It's a bruise on your brain, Mitch.
Well, how bad is it?
Well, enough to admit him for a night's observation.
Oh, come on, Doc.
Look, you're in for a night of boredom, interrupted only by nurses shining lights in your eyes, just to check to see if you're still with it.
But...
You shut up and do what he says.
Well put, Stacey. So tell me, steroids a thing of the past?
Uh-huh.
He's been off them for months and he's training harder than ever.
Good to hear.
This won't make up my schedule, will it? I've got a rematch with Ricky Ryan coming up.
We'll have to wait and see. I'll get the paperwork underway. In the meantime, we'll get you settled into a ward.
You still going with Ricky's sister?
Oh, no. Let's just say that particular bout ended with me being well and truly KO'd.
Say no more.
It's just overnight,
Maybe a couple of nights.
so it could be dangerous then.
We'll run some more tests, but I think you'll be just fine.
This is only the beginning, man. We're talking about dance parties, club nights, special group events. I got a million ideas coming out my ears.
So how do I fit into all this?
Okay, the regular shift chase out after dinner, okay? So I need a hip and groovy child of the night to kick in with the mouth-watering culinary delights.
All right, me. Oh, yep, I'm hip to that funk and chill out scene. Yo.
Pardon?
I'll do it.
He's a knockout. Dope.
No, not for me, thanks.
I'm ready when you are, Mr. Eleni. Okay, peoples, listen keenly. I'm the funkster MC. I do the beats cleanly. I'm the boogie bandit. I don't give a bit. Listen to the rhythms I make. I ain't no fake. My rhymes are dope. Other rappers, they got no hope. They hear my rhymes and they wanna choke.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Funkster. That'll be enough.
Shut your cave. I ain't finished my rave.
The cruise was glorious. But who was it said hell as other people? It's like the Love Boat, only worse. I think I've blown my chances of ever being politically correct.
What do you mean?
Fat Americans, darling, there's nothing like them. But once Michael was behind the wheel of that T-bird, we were off. That's when we really started having fun. Right across the southern states and down into Mexico.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks, darling. Afraid I really did have the whole enchilada.
No, I mean really great, rejuvenated.
I haven't felt this good in years. Of course, your father's insisting I'm overdue for a checkup, but he's had to admit I bounced back splendidly.
Now, I've packed my things and done a wee tidy, but I haven't changed the sheets on the bed yet. I thought I'd get out of your way and come back after my second shift and fix things up properly. Unless, of course, you want to have a lie down.
Oh, no jet lag for me, Marge. I feel on top of the world.
Well, I could make the bed up, you know, no trouble.
Oh, relax, Marge. We're just heading into Kennedy's. Why don't you put your feet up for a while?
I might just do that. Split shifts and study in between. Pretty tiring.
Oh, that's settled then. I'll just check the place is still standing and then we can track down your father.
Thank you for everything, Marge.
Hope it was all right, my being here. I know you weren't too thrilled at the beginning.
It's been great. See you at school. And what year is it?
94. Told you that already.
And what day is it?
Could be Monday.
And where are we?
It's the place where... the hospital.
Spot on. One more question, eh?
Sure, but I'll have to head off to training soon.
Okay. Who brought you here, Mitch?
Brought me here? That'd be my coach? No, wait a minute. It was...
Stacey?
Yeah, that's her.
I'll be back shortly, Mitch.
Change the way that you do. Everybody gotta have that thing that's true, yeah. But when we're all alone late at night, that's when I'll do you. That's when I'll love you. I'll move close to you, take it to my love here in my arms forever. Oh, and ever, baby, yeah.
Alex! You ready? Alex. Alex, good news. The airline called. Apparently our luggage is on its way. Oh, yes, very tempting, Senora, but you know how these specialists hate to be kept waiting. But then again, we're not that late, are we?
I think your wife and daughter...
Marge!
Kennedy's... Oh, Dr. McKenna, I'm terribly sorry. Mrs. McKenna told me to relax, so I rather took her at her word. And
no, sorry to disturb you.
I'm just...
No, please, stay. Carry on, no problem.
Awesome, guys. You were totally hot. I've still got some other extra C, but hey, I'll be in touch for sure. Thank you.
Hello, Sam.
Alex, you're back.
Yes, indeed I am. What are you doing?
Auditioning. This is the start of Kennedy's. It's the late-night music venue with the most.
Late night. That sounds interesting.
Oh, it's better than interesting. It's happening. I've already taken good care of the catering, and I've lined up a couple of other acts just as good as this one. All we need now is the right promotion, and we're set.
Well, you've obviously put a great deal of thought and effort into this. I'm impressed.
Hey, it's no trouble.
Using the restaurant for longer hours could be great for generating cash flow if there's enough business to comfortably cover wages.
Oh, we will. Alex, I've got a really good feeling about this one.
Oh, I shall certainly bear it in mind, Sam. Oh, I wonder if I could ask you a very big favour.
Shoot.
It's going to take me a while to get back into things. Could you possibly stay on to the end of the week?
Sorry? The end of the week?
It was cheeky of me, I know, and you're probably desperate to get back into the real world, but you'd be really helping me out if you'd work on through to Friday. Please?
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see Shortland Street.